Thank you so much for tuning in today. I am Japelle, your host for the Japelle TV Show. This is the show where we talk about relationships, love, sex, entrepreneurship, a little bit of spirituality, and everything in between.
Oh shit, niggas, let me know how that go. Call her, tell her. No, it's not. No, bro, I told you all the good shit. I told you all the good shit to say. It's just if you gonna have the balls to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, the shit that I told you was like coming down and pulling Trey nigga on a 401 break. Like, everybody ain't got the balls to do that. You get what I'm saying? It is because you're accepting accountability for your actions and you're admitting that you're wrong. And that's something that you haven't done this whole time. Like, no, you didn't, because you was like, yeah, I said that before, but nigga, we're here. You said it before that you was going to not lie no more, but you're here. That was just like, nigga, a continuance. I'm telling you, you'll have so much freedom. You have some, not like you're just out being Deuce Bigelow. Exact, and that takes accountability for your action. Right. Nigga, now you still...
Ready when you... Okay. Okay.
Nigga, you don't let her get control of the conversation, otherwise she gonna keep asking questions about that bitch, which is irrelevant.
It's not necessarily true.
Or you could just answer the questions and make it like she ain't shit. Because if she's asking you questions about this, she feels threatened.
Ridiculous ass shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
And if she feels threatened, she's probably thinking that she's gonna have to compete with her. And that's the only thing that makes her feel threatened. But if you let her know it's not a problem, it's not. There's two. You just gotta think of every possibility how she could take it. So then that's when you be like, yeah, I wanted to fuck, but I couldn't because she was on a rag and she just wanted to hang out.
She's not gonna believe that.
He said, ask the dude in the background what he said.
Oh my God. Only God can save you at this point, okay? Only God.
Nigga,
get on your knees and pray.
What you're doing at this point, you've already lost. You have to dig yourself out of the hole and then create a new path.
Oh my God. This is so sad.
No, bro, that's not throwing a bomb in there. Oh, man. Just take accountability for your actions. Admit your faults.
Alright, I think we're ready. So I'm only got to at this point.
Alright, I'm going to call you back, bro, because we're about to start.
I'll say a prayer for you.
Man, I am, fam. And then I'm going to check the local news to see if you got slain. Alright.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Welcome to the Japelle TV Show. Thank you so much for being here, sharing this space with me. I appreciate you. This is my guest, Bayo. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is going to be a great show. We got a lot of good things to discuss with you guys. I just want to catch up. We're going to talk about all this stuff we like to talk about, right? Relationships, love, sex, business, and entrepreneurship, and all of the things in between, right? All right. So again, this is my guest, Bayo. Bayo, tell us about yourself.
My name is Bayo. I do Wavy Boy Clothing. I do Wavy Boy Media. I do Wavy Boy Branding. I do all of that, and yeah, that's me.
Yes, people, hit him up for some good pictures. He's a great photographer. Him and I work together all of the time. I've got some great footage from him. He's really good and professional. If you're looking for a photographer here locally in Portland, Oregon, he does parties, maternity shoots. You do it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do it all. What's that new thing you're doing with branding that you're offering to businesses to help out through? Because you offered it to me, right? Mm-hmm. So let's tell them about that. If you're looking for some branding help, Bayo's your guy.
So Wavy Boy Branding basically is set to help businesses, startup businesses or personal brands.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Your feet might be too small.
Whatever. Tell her you're busy. Put it on mute.
It's on mute now. Could be anybody. You don't gotta be her. But Wavy Boy Branding helps anyone who has a brand. It helps them get to the next level. It educates them on the process of just having a firm foundation. We're here to help small businesses and personal brands take the first, basically build a solid foundation so they'll be able to go off and do whatever they want to do and have the right formula to just start. Because without a firm foundation, you bound to drown. So
absolutely. I can agree with that. So let's talk about business, okay? What are some of your biggest challenges you've had as an entrepreneur and also as a creative? Like, what are some of the hurdles you have to jump over?
I would say some of the biggest problems I've had is, man, that's a good question. As a creative, some of the problems that I've had. Some of the problems that I've had just running into is, as a creative, is there's some ideals that I want or there's some things that happen, but I don't know how to materialize them. Like for my brand, and I'm slowly starting to find these answers, so it's very exciting for me. But just once you know you've been doing brand, you've been having a brand, or you've been doing something for a while, it's hard to get to the next level, or it's hard to do the thing that you need to do. And I feel like I'm just now finding that thing that I need to do. So
I definitely feel like it's a process as a creator or as a creative. I've definitely had some blocks here and there, right, where I'm just like kind of feeling stuck and I just don't like know where my next move is. I was actually just talking to my good friend, he's also a designer, Colty, and he was just talking about me and him kind of have this similar thing in common where we called it putting the cart before the horse. Like, I feel like we're always just worried about being creative and scared to put stuff out there or in a rush to put stuff out there. And not really focusing on the right thing, which is money. I think we were just really focused on like how shit was looking, like the aesthetic of everything instead of like focusing on the business part. But that's something that I've struggled with personally as a creative and a business owner. And that's like actually just now coming full circle as a business owner, like focusing on the business and making money, and also being creative and combining everything as a whole. So I can definitely relate to that. Man,
so what was crazy about that is, with Wavy, what I realized is like, as a designer, some of the things you realize, some of the times my mind don't be on the right frequency. And this is what I mean by that. Sometimes you'll come out with a collection or you'll come out with something that you think is great or something of that nature, and then you'll put it out or whatever, and it's like, okay, I put it out. Now I need something else. You know what I'm saying? Now I need something else. Now I need, whenever you come and designing and you have this big idea or music or whatever it is, you have it, you put it out, it's like, all right, now I need something else, to stay relevant or to stay the buzz. But I had that same feeling. You get what I'm saying? But I was so busy this actually helped me. I had that same feeling, but I was so busy with orders and just other shit that I couldn't even cater to that thought and come out with new shit.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So then I was waiting. And then this dawned upon me. Man, there's over 4.3 billion people in the world. This isn't Instagram, this isn't Facebook. The people that come, you can see the demographics of the people that come to your website and the people that are returning visitors and the people that are brand new. Every time I'm going and looking at my stats, the new visitors outweighs the returning by at least 40-50%. It's hard to get those people to return, but they'll return. But that being said, that topped me when I took a step back and changed the frequency on my mind. Oh, I think something new needs to come out, something new. Really, it doesn't. Man, the whole world hasn't even seen it. Out of 4.3 billion people, if there's 100 people coming to my website a day, that's only 3,000 people that's seeing it in a month. Out of a billion, 3,000 out of a billion is like a couple of percent. 1-2%. So it just made me like, all right, this stuff can stay on here for a while because I got the statistics that's letting me know new people are seeing it. So with that whole, I experienced that feeling like, oh, I just need to, but it's like, nah, you can wait. You just got to change your frequency. Stop thinking about what's around you and thinking about everything as a whole. And that's what made me think like, oh yeah, okay, people ain't really seen it. I can keep these pictures up before I change them. So.
I think you're absolutely right. I was talking to another designer. She designs stripper clothes. If you guys are here locally, or even if you just want to order something, her name is Teresa. She owns FSO, means for strippers only. Anyways, she is pretty good, and she gave me some really good advice. She told me to stick with like minimal designs and just kind of like switch up the colors. She was like, because it's more simple, and if you come up with like maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 designs and fucking perfect those designs and make them great and make it a good product, then people will, like it and come back because it's a really good product and it's good quality. But just stick with those like main designs. So I think you're absolutely right about that. Instead of like trying to always come up with something new, stick with what works. What works, right?
Straight up.
Absolutely. Okay. Where can we find you? What's your social media handles?
Man, at Wavy Boy Clothing, WavyBoyClothing. That has a Twitter, that has a Instagram, it has a Snapchat, and then for Wavy Boy Media.
Snapchat too?
Yeah. And then for Wavy Boy Media, there's a website, wavyboymedia.com. For Wavy Boy Clothing, it's wavyboyclothing.com. And then like the merchandise, most of the best designs in my opinion is found online. But there's some stores scattered across the nation. I'm about 13 stores. But they're very specific to where they are, from Atlanta to Florida. Man, so you just let that be there the whole 80 minutes we've been talking, man.
I was trying to go like this, and then like you wasn't getting it, so I was like,
I thought you was scratching your beard.
Your fucking beard.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
But it's around the store. But the best stuff is online or whatever. And I got some big stuff coming. It's going to Muerte the game. Kill it. Straight kill it.
Well, what is it? Give us a little sneak peek of what's to come.
Let's just say, so as a designer, one of the problems I had was one of the problems I had with Wavy Boy Clothing was coming with blanks, because any way you create clothing, you can either cut and sew if you're doing like a button up, or you can get blanks and then you can put your designs on top of the blanks.
There, yeah.
I always wanted.
I used to talk so much shit. I used to talk so much shit about people that just. Got some wholesale and just put slap the logo on it or whatever. Like, but anyway.
You would prefer cut and sew?
I do both. But anyway.
Okay, so basically for my garments, I wanted to change up in garments and I couldn't find it. And there was a lot of ways that, man, this just makes me think of the stuff that I'm coming out with. But because I had to do this on my own. And my existence on this planet, what I want to be is, I want to be the help that I wish I had when I was going through it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm searching through videos. I'm trying to find stuff to make me better. And it's not what I need. So I got to come up with my own. And then I want to put that out to help everyone that's going down the same thing that I'm going through. So
I love that.
I was having problems with blanks and where to find them and things of that nature. I was getting scammed. I lost a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And then I find where to go to get the same options that companies that we know, Tommy and all them, Tommy, what else? Crooks and Castles. They're same Crooks and Castles and things of that name. The same blanks that they're good. It's just, I got access to that, so that's great. And I plan on doing a lot with that. And then with the photography business, just really blasting it in with Wavy Boy Branding. Finding ways to market it the right way and things of that nature. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, man, that drone video you showed me the other day was fucking amazing. It looked really beautiful. And
I just put that in there, you feel me? And I'm going, man, it's fun to play with. Very expensive though, but it's fun. But if you pay the price you're supposed to pay, your drone gonna be able to do everything. So my drone is smart. It is super smart, and I'm just happy to offer that in my media company. Just because, you know, there might be a wedding. Yummy. You know what I'm saying? It might be a wedding, or it might be something to where someone could use some drone footage, and it will make everything just look right. Drone footage is one of the things you only need about like this much of, and then make your stuff go from amateur to professional. So
that's good. So, what advice would you give to someone starting their journey as an entrepreneur?
Man, what advice? The best advice that I can give, just through because I used to play basketball and I grew up playing basketball, played overseas and everything, and the thing that I kept in my head is two things. Never give up. Three things. Never give up. Never be last. And then just keep going. You get what I'm saying? So never give up. You can fall, but make sure you get back up. Whether it's going with the entrepreneurial, whatever business you're doing. Don't be in last means basically doing the minimum that you can do. If we're running sprints, that means you're the last person. But if it's coming for doing your business, that means don't be doing just the minimum to get by. Like, always do just a little bit more, and the better you do, the better. And then the third is, man, just don't stop. There's a lot of people who I've seen since I've come up. I started in 2013. There was a lot of people that was out in 2013, but they didn't keep going. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely. And there are some people who I had admiration for, and I appreciated their hustle, and they just didn't keep going. So that was one of the things. Even if I'm jogging, if I'm doing anything, I always tell myself, don't stop. Yeah, just keep going. Even if I'm doing this in person, like, man, don't stop. I'm still going. So that would be my biggest advice. It's not the people. It's not the best. It's not the best designers. It's not the most consistent designers. It's the ones that don't give up who actually get on. You get what I'm saying? Whether it be from hoop, whether it be from fashion, whether it be from movies, whether it be for anything. Yeah. It's not always the best, because there's always someone who you can imagine that's better than you that didn't make it. So it's not always the best, it's the people that don't stop. So
Absolutely. That was some great fucking advice there, sir.
Yes.
Well, another question. What has been your experience here locally, being a black man, being a business owner, and having to do business here with other people? What has been some of your experiences?
Could you ask me it again?
Yeah, absolutely. What have been some of your experiences as a business owner here? Like working with other business owners, or even just working with the locals. You know, how is it doing being a business owner here in Portland, especially being a person of color? How would you describe our culture here?
Man, So, to be honest, most of the sales and most of the stores that I'm in for Wavy Boy Clothing is not in Portland. It's either in Georgia, or it's in Florida,
I have no idea.
Or it's in California. Georgia, California, and Florida are my highest gross points. My experience with Portland, has been it's been different. To keep it a stack with you, I'd say when you start a business, to be 100%, this is just the formula that I use and what I learned. Okay, if you start a business, part of it is based on your popularity. You get what I'm saying? That's how it first started out. It's on your popularity. Anyone who's somewhat popular or people know or you have someone knowing, you can start a business and you gonna get business. People gonna wanna support you or whatever. They gonna wanna support you. Oh, he's doing something. I know him. I went to school with him. Okay,
Right.
You gonna get them.
Especially if it's popular dudes, though.
You're a popular dude. People listen to you. You gonna get that.
Yeah.
And that's what you get in the first couple of years. You get what I'm saying? To me, what I keep my eyes on is year 4, year 5, year 6. What type of advancements are you making? You know what I'm saying? So, and when it comes to Portland, I feel like Portland rewards you when you just stay in your own lane and you do what you do. I love Portland and everything, but most of my money from everything didn't really come from Portland. Right. The only thing, since I'm coming from Portland, the only thing that come from Portland is a lot of opinions and a lot of things like that. You get what I'm saying? When I first started the game, I ain't even gonna lie. When I first started my job, when I first started Wavy, which was 2013, in that first year, I would get a lot of stuff like, "Ooh, that's so fresh. Ooh, I want that." But if you made that person do a backflip as opposed to doing a cartwheel, this is, metaphorically speaking, then, ooh, that would be so hot. So then I'll hear that like, ooh, yeah, okay, all right. Make the dude doing a cartwheel. Oh, he's doing a cartwheel now, boom, it's for sale. Where the love? Nigga, nothing. Nigga, nothing. So it's like, damn. Yeah. I did exactly what you wanted. You said you was going to, and you didn't. And then I just had to, my experience with Portland is I just had to, appreciate people's opinions and pick and choose where I wanted to listen to it. Because everyone is going to have an opinion. Oh, you should do this. What if, okay, you got the all black. What if you came with all floral colors? Or just anything it might be. Yeah. And it's like, oh, that could be, but it's like, man, it's way bigger than that. You can't just think of that. You get what I'm saying? You got to do what's working for you and cater to the people that's purchasing from you. Absolutely. That's what's important at the end in the line. And it's tough. It's tough when you know a lot of people. You get what I'm saying? It's tough when you know a lot of people, and knowing a lot of people makes it difficult. Because when you know a lot of people, this is some of my rules for entrepreneurialism. Rule number 1, everybody wants a discount.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Everybody wants a discount. You get what I'm saying? And it's like everybody wants a discount. And one thing that I've learned doing this whole thing is like the people that really support you and the people that really want what you want, they don't want no discount. They just want to support what you doing and what you saying. But there's some other people like, Man, I try to fuck with you and just really do with you or whatever. You ain't even coming with some realistic prices. Like
realistic prices.
Yeah, it just took me, and stuff like that taught me the demographic, the people who I'm trying to reach, and things of that nature. Because it's just all about the demographic and who you're reaching and the audience of people who you're.
I think maybe like who you're talking about is like people that we just know. You know what I mean? People that feel like they know you and they feel like they should get a discount. They feel like they can like have all these different types of opinions about what you should do because they feel like they know you. Right?
But everyone who's popular, if you're popular, a lot of people is gonna feel like that same way about you. But it's not true. It's not true at all. This is business. Like, nigga, I don't care about opinions, man. I care about dollars.
Right.
You want to tell me something? Buy something first, and then.
Right.
One of the things that I've seen that was that kind of sums up Portland. The stuff that I was watching for I was watching on the internet, and it was Keys Loaded Kitchen. And yep, it was great. And when I seen for that I fuck with her food is great, everything. But at this point, it was a person telling her, oh, you should do a pumpkin pie, something. You get what I'm saying? Come to find out, this person has never even spent money at her establishment.
Wow.
And she's giving out, you should
do this.
So her response was, all I said was, I ain't making a pumpkin pie, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she said that?
That sums out,
Did she say that as a person?
No, not true. It was a post. Like, nigga, I ain't making no, and I felt it because it's like, nigga, you think you have the audacity just because you know me from somewhere, so you ain't even spend with my establishment, and you coming up with ideals that I should do. Who are you?
Right.
And that's a lot of things I've experienced, and I only feel that way because I've actually catered to those opinions, and it's got me nothing. So I feel that same way. Like, nah, I'm gonna keep catering to the people that's doing the other stuff. Like, nah. So
that could definitely be fucking
that's
frustrating.
mine.
Well, thank you for all of the wisdom and experiences that you've had. Hopefully this can help you guys. Some of you guys, you can apply it to your own lives, or if you want to start your own business. Some of this is what this is all about, right? We are learning and we're growing together. Some of my experiences or some of what Bayo's experiences, excuse me, sir, get off of your phone. Some of Bayo's experiences can help you out. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to learn, laugh, and grow, okay? So we talked about some business, all right? Let's get into some other things. After all, the show is about relationships and love and sex and all the things in between, right? Not only just business, right? So FYI, guys, Bayo and I used to, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know. We were fucking around back in the day. Hello. Anyways, so did you just down that? That's not even a shot glass, sir.
Alright, where you going?
Anyways, let's just talk about that discussion you were having before we started the show, okay? Cheating, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking about men cheating and telling the truth or lack thereof. So, Bayo, why do men lie? You were giving all the great advice to your friend before the show started.
All right, thank
you. You had like the greatest advice. Share some of that with us.
Man, when it comes to relationships, man, everything is cause and effect, and every action has a reaction.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So, man, I was talking to my partner from M1, and he was telling me that he had got caught up with his girl or whatever, and she had drove by and seen somebody entering his house in and out or whatever.
Some shit I would do. Some shit that I did to you.
So what I told him is like, bro, at this point, man, you just got to be honest. And the girl's gonna, any human is gonna say, well, well, no, because there's some people who won't even do this. There's some people who can get caught and they still gonna lie. Like, so his girl seen the girl go in and out the house. There's some people like, nah, that wasn't even, nah. There's some people that's gonna lie. So I was just telling him, man, you gotta be honest. There's a cause and react. So
I feel like that's 60% or maybe 70% of men that'll do that. Just fucking lie and take the shit to the grave, even though we know it's the truth. Anyway,
man. So one of the things that I found out with women and through situations is if you be the most honest, you're actually able to be the most flexible or to be the most how a man would want to be. But you have to be honest. It takes a lot of courage for that. A lot of people don't got that courage. And it takes setting boundaries. A lot of people don't got the discipline to set the boundaries to fulfill this type of thing. But I feel like if you are honest in the beginning and you say what you want your end game to be, even if you don't even know, you get what I'm saying? Just being honest. Like, nigga, I don't know is a good answer.
Absolutely.
And some people don't say that. So it's like, man, one thing I learned just from being around a lot of people is motherfuckers ain't mind readers. So you basically have to, and you have to have the courage to say what you really desire and what you really want. That's the toughest thing right there. If you have to give the woman the choice. You tell them what you want, you give them the choice if they want to fuck with this or not. And when you give them that option, you're more liable to do whatever you. If you're just some player guy who you're just fucking around and all that other shit, man, I'm not really ready to settle down. I'm just meeting people right now. And then once I meet people and I see and I make the decision I need to make, I'll see if I want to be serious. But right now, I'm not just going to commit to you just to do something that I want. I'd rather just wait. You know what I'm saying? So, in honesty in that sense, that's real. It's real. It's how 80% of motherfuckers feel, but they just can't say that.
But can you touch on, like, maybe the mental space you were, even when we were in a relationship, as far as, like, how everything went down or just, like, why it went down the way it did? Like, I know I had a lot of growing to do, right? Like, I know I've grown so much since we fucked around back in the day. Were you reaching for the alcohol?
Yes.
You're going to be okay. Yes. He's turned into an alcoholic before the camera, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
you'll be all right. You need to lay down.
Oh, it's gone?
No, it's not gone. You need to lay down.
No, I just need to refill
I'm making him nervous.
I'm going to be honest.
You're nervous.
I'm going to be honest. It takes a lot of courage to be honest.
Liquid
man.
Courage. Yeah.
It takes a lot of courage to be honest. I'm just making sure that
you have enough liquid courage
or something. So man, when I was dealing with you to be
the bus.
I'm like, damn. Man, so to be honest, when I was messing with you,
2 minutes. I'll keep going.
Okay, yeah. So when I was messing with you, the problem was, man, the problem was I wasn't ready to think about after. I was just focused on my goals and everything. So I wasn't thinking about companionship and things of that nature. I was kind of just, yeah. And yeah. And I was lying.
Oh.
I was lying a little bit.
A little bit.
I was lying a little bit. But
or a lot of it.
But you was nosy and shit, so
nosy?
Yeah, and you was
should we get into detail?
You was crazy, but at the same time it wasn't warranted.
Hold the fuck up. You said it wasn't warranted?
It was a little bit crazy, but no, it was warranted.
You're going to turn me crazy on this goddamn show.
Right, no, it was warranted. But it was just, man, I was in an immature state of mind state. And
there we go.
What happens for dudes, reality don't hit them till later. And a lot of the times they can't really back up and look at what's going on until it's too late. So it's like, I just wasn't ready. My mind wasn't in settled down mode. And I just wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready. So that's.
Yeah. Again, I've done a lot of growing since then, ladies and gentlemen. I was doing pop-ups, slashing tires, all of the things.
4 tires.
Or was it 8 tires? Or was it 4?
It was 4.
Oh, okay. I just poured something on her car.
Oh. So
that was
crazy
terrible.
About that is so what was crazy was like, yeah, I'm gonna park down the street so you don't find me. You ain't gonna find me. I'm parking down the street 2-3 blocks. She found sliced my tires. Now that I think about it, like, it was warranted, but the inside of me is like, come on, man, you gonna do all of that? Like, I feel you. You could have just expressed your feelings, my nigga.
Oh, my God.
But I felt you. It was warranted.
Definitely.
But what made it worse
on my birthday.
What made it worse was, yeah, you was being bad on that day, though. And
I was being bad?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You was being mean. You was being rude.
I was being rude and mean. Maybe because as a woman, my intuition kicked in and I knew you were texting a whole bitch the whole time we were at dinner, at my birthday dinner. Do you think that maybe that's why I was being rude? Because your attention really wasn't there. It was really on your phone and, like, getting out of there.
So now that this is fast forward down the thing, now that we're fast forwarding into the thing, and I can tell you in all actuality, that shit was about Wavy, and that shit was about orders getting done. So I'm gonna be in touch when the orders is getting done. So orders was getting done at that point, and I had made prior, like, yeah, it's a big one, so I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna help. But I need you to be doing this here now. You get what I'm saying? I need you to be doing this here.
I love it how men try and justify their fucked up behavior.
No. I said I was gonna show up to where you was at. I was at where you was at. That whole time you was acting like you had a stick up your butt. And I'm like, nigga, if that's how you gonna act, nigga, I'm out of here.
My God.
And then I left. And then
you are lying.
And then you came after
He's
that.
still lying.
And that was the worst. I felt like I was on that show Cheaters, goddamn it. I don't know how.
You guys.
I don't know how.
He left me at my birthday dinner and said he was going to hang back out with me after he met up with his friend from out of town, this guy. Okay.
Okay.
And then he was such in a hurry, he fucking dropped his wallet. That the fucking waiter came back and said, your boyfriend dropped his wallet. And I'm like, oh shit.
So you was
going to he was supposed to. All right. Yeah, let's tell the fucking details, the whole story. Because I'm not just a crazy bitch. Like, I'm not a person that's just gonna fucking just go crazy for no reason. This is my birthday. He clearly was texting another woman the whole time at dinner. He was supposed to be hanging out with. It's not your fucking business part. Where the fuck is she now? Anyway, married with a baby. Anyways, so yeah. And then he was hanging out with some dude from out of town, right? And then he's going to hang back out with me and finish out the night for my birthday. That did not happen. He stopped answering his phone. I popped up to the house, knocked on the door, and who answered the door? This little person in a towel. Another woman in a towel answered the door on my birthday.
Man, so the way you're telling...
What do you say?
The way you're telling that story is antagonizing me. You get what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And I expect you to tell that story like that because in that sense you're the protagonist. You're just making me the bad guy and
you're
making
not
it like
the
I'm
bad
just...
guy. Listen, he is grown. I'm not making the bad guy. I'm just talking about an experience that we have. We're talking about men and why they lie and why they cheat and all of the things. But that's the past. I mean, it's happened.
It is the past, and it did happen. And the reason why that was happening is, man, I treat my business like a real human baby.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
and
I want the best for it.
And I can understand that now.
I want the best for it.
I can understand that.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And this person was helping me nourish and manufacture this fucking shit. So it's like, man, yeah, I'm going to work close with you. But I mean, even all of that, it just was, it was just, I just had a lot
Bayo's not the bad guy, ladies and gentlemen, okay? At the end of the day, this is just a past experience that we both shared. Now it's all love. Obviously, he's sitting here on my chair, so it's all love, no hard feelings. I got a lot of love and respect for you, Bayo, so I'm not trying to make it up to you.
Now we gotta fight.
Oh, we definitely gonna fight after this. But thank you so much for joining us on the show. Again, where can they find you?
At Wavy Boy Clothing on Instagram or at Wavy Boy Media on Instagram. That is I.
And You can also find me on Instagram. Remember, I told you about all my amazing products that I sell on Japelle.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Japelle_. You can also visit my coffee stand, Steamy Baristas. That's also on Instagram. And if you're here in Oregon, you can go stop by there and see some hot girls, get some hot coffee. 11465 Southwest Pacific Highway. Yep. And you can also find me on here on Instagram, Japelle TV Show. DM me any questions, anything you want to talk about. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time.
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe you.
What? You was really. You are. She was not like, oh my goodness. You was being so terrible that day.
Thank you so much for tuning in today and sharing this sacred space with me. I'm your host, Japelle. You can find me on Instagram, Japelle TV Show. Hit me up in the DMs. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time. Ciao.